Forests still cover about 30% of the world's land area, but they're disappearing at an alarming rate. Forests are vital for life. Since the beginning of humanity, we've needed their resources to survive. Forests protect soil from erosion, produce oxygen, store carbon dioxide, and help control climate. They also purify the air we breathe and the water that we need to survive. Additionally, we need trees to absorb not only the carbon dioxide that we exhale, but also the heat-trapping greenhouse gases that human activity emits. Consequently, as the trees grow, they absorb CO2, while trees release the carbon, which they have stored, into the atmosphere when they are felled or knocked down. Human activities can turn forests into sources of carbon through land clearing and the burning of wood products to produce CO2. But not all deforestation is intentional. Natural factors like wildfires, hurricanes, parasites, and floods contribute to this too. Furthermore, farming, grazing of livestock, mining, and drilling combined account for more than half of all deforestation. Other forestry practices, wildfires, and, in a small part, urbanization account for the rest. The biggest driver of deforestation is agriculture. Farmers chop down trees in order to plant crops like soybeans, palm trees, and cocoa, or to make room to raise livestock for beef. While smaller crops like plants and agricultural crops also draw in carbon dioxide and release oxygen, forests store up to 100 times more carbon than agricultural fields for the same area. Deforestation on its own causes about 10% of worldwide emissions of annual human-driven emissions of carbon dioxide. Not surprising, therefore, forest loss is both a cause and an effect of our changing climate. Climate change can damage forests, for instance, by drying out tropical rainforests and increasing fire damage in boreal forests. Deforestation also affects more than 2 billion people who rely on forests as sources of food and shelter. For reference, 2 billion people is a quarter of the entire world's population. Deforestation is thus a big problem, but it is not irreversible. The following can play a role. Try to reduce your consumption of meat and the wasting of paper. Educate your friends, family, and community by sharing facts about deforestation, its causes and effects. You can make an impact.